So once you have the video and the audio, you turn it into text. This is amazing because this allows you to really hit another demographic in a way, because some people love to watch videos, some people love to, listen to podcasts, some people love to read. And some, people who love to read, some of them don't want to watch YouTube videos. They don't want to, they're not visual people. Some people love reading. So based on the audio, then what you do is you go to a site like Upwork, so upwork.com. I think it's a merger between Odesk and Elance. I believe that. Let's see. I think Upwork, this is interesting because I know they were worth a lot of money, and they got a new round of funding, and Upwork is, Elance and Odesk became Upwork. So you go to a site like Upwork and you basically look for a transcriber. Generally a transcriber is going to cost you approximately 15 to 30, 40 bucks at most per audio hour. So for 60 minutes of audio, it's going to cost you generally between 15 to 30 bucks. You can, get it transcribed by interns in your area. If you have someone in your company who is also very proficient at text, you can just, give them the audio and get that transcribed in that way. The goal is now, see how this is basically a machine. It starts with video, then it goes to audio, then it goes to text. I mean, it's just amazing. And text allows you to post on different places. So the way we do it with text is we do several things. So with these with these shows, depending on the theme of the show, we actually create an ebook, so a full white paper. Sometimes it's 20, 30, 40, 50 pages long. And sometimes we bundle that up as a free report, right? And then we give it away on the blog, on matthiasmazur.com. So that is the number one way to repurpose. So just get your show, or your video, even if you're doing like a 10 to 15 minute video, get that transcribed. Then you have something, you have an ebook, right? But it doesn't stop there, because with the ebook, let's say you have depending on the business you're in, you might want to call it a free report, you want to call it maybe a white paper, a resource guide, whatever you want to call it. You have something in written format. So you want to have that nicely edited, you want to have that formatted in a very professional way, not just like raw text, because people don't read that. You want to have some nice pictures, nice colors. It needs to look good. And then what I would recommend is you want to give that away on your blog in exchange for people's email address. So you want to ask, and you know this if you've been in marketing for some time, on your website you want to collect email addresses, because that allows you to remarket, that allows you to build an audience, and then to deliver value and also offer products, because you need to make money. So based on that one video, you then have an audio that's published on on all the podcast channels, and then you also have a written ebook. So I mean, that's amazing, just being able to from one thing just repurpose that in a different format. So turn that into a big ebook. When I say a big ebook, it's basically the full episode transcribed. And if you followed what I said at the beginning, where I said, you want to have a specific theme, like 8 ways to read faster, for example, that's a really good, it's a really good title for an ebook. 8 ways to read faster, 12 foods to eat, 12 foods to eat to be healthier in 30 days. So you really have that specific themed ebook or white paper. So that's something you give away for free, but in exchange for an email address on your blog. Also, if you already have an audience, just send it out for free. I mean, it's amazing for people to be able to receive a 20 or 30 or 50 page ebook for free about a specific theme. It just builds, tremendous goodwill. So that's where you publish that on your blog. Also, this is another trick you can do. You can actually reach out to other blogs and offer that for free to them in exchange for a mention on their blog. So you can offer that as an ebook or a long article. If the ebook is maybe 10 or 15 pages long, you can offer that as an article, and you can have your name at the end of the article. So you can reach out and get new audiences based on that one video, audio, and then ebook. But it doesn't stop there, because that's when this thing kind of goes viral. This whole circle goes viral. Based on your, this is why it's very important to use, numbers in your theme, in your title. Because let's say you chose the title. What do we use? We use like 7 ways to lose weight. Every way, you have 7 ways during that you gave for free during the video. Each of those 7 tips can then be repurposed into a specific article, right? So you have the full ebook, but then you can, this is funny because a really good friend of mine, an entrepreneur, we always make fun of the names we give to systems. And so a few years ago we came out with this thing where we called this slicing, basically taking like a big bulk of text and slicing it. We called it, just joking around, we called it the salami system. It's super lame, so don't use it, but it's embarrassing. So anyway, but it's right, it gets in your mind. So the salami system, right? You basically want to take the 7 ways to lose weight, or we talked about like the 12 strategies to improve customer retention. And every one of those ways, every strategy is a standalone article, right? So instead of having one ebook, you have the ebook, but you also have specific mini clips, mini articles, right? So again, if you have like a 10 to 15 minute video, and you cover 5 things or 7 things, you have 2 to 3 minutes about every thing, every way, every strategy. So if you have like the 7 ways to lose weight, you have like 2 to 3 minutes for every way, which is an article, 400 to 600 word article. If you're doing like a real long, recording like we do with the episodes, you have probably anywhere between 30 to 40 pages of raw text and 5 to 6 pages per theme that you cover. So once you have that chopped up using the salami system, super lame, but at least you'll remember it, then you publish those mini articles, right, onto your blog, onto Facebook, onto Medium, which is Twitter's property. Twitter, it's a blogging platform basically owned by Twitter, medium.com, and then on Tumblr. So your blog, Facebook, Medium, Tumblr. I forgot one, LinkedIn. 5 places that we publish the written content that we have. So the blog, and if you check out what we do with my brand, MatthiasMazur.com, you'll see every article is on those 5 platforms: my blog, MatthiasMazur.com, Facebook, Medium, Tumblr, LinkedIn, through LinkedIn Pulse. So that's big. So for example, let's take the example of 7 ways to lose weight. If we have 7, let's say the number one, tip number 1 would be to stop eating chocolate, right? That's number 1. Number 2 is, exercise at least twice 20 minutes every week. Tip number 3 would be the 3 foods to not eat. So you list 3 foods. So every strategy is different, but every strategy is also a standalone article, and you publish those everywhere. That's the thing. If you want to be everywhere, if you want to dominate your marketing, if you really want to have top of mind awareness, your stuff needs to be everywhere. So again, it's really maximizing everything you have, maximizing the content you already have. So all this comes from the video, right? So video gets turned into an audio, gets turned into an article, gets turned into an ebook white paper, and then that gets chopped into articles. And then this, since we're talking about like chopping things up with the salami system, you also want to chop your main video up. So you want to structure it in a way where, like, you know, the way we do it here, every strategy is then chopped up into a mini clip that we post on YouTube, onto my blog, and onto other social media platforms. So think of it as really kind of like creating a big video and then chopping things up and delivering them in different formats, right?
Go to MatthiasMazur.com to watch the full episode and connect with Matthias on social media. See the links in the description below.